Not hard. It's very hard being a leader, right? You know,
Yeah.
I'm a leader of an NBA team, and that's what we're taught. That's what we're hearing. You know, agents are telling people, listen, or telling their clients, if you cannot, come up with a respectful answer, stay away from it altogether, because there's too much money at risk. There's too much to lose, and you do not want to lose as much money. A lot of NBA players go overseas every summer to endorse their product, to endorse their sneakers, all of their brand. This is not just a salary hit. It's a brand hit. These guys have lives outside of basketball, and they have to make revenue outside of basketball because when the game is over, they still got to make money. And so, right now, clients are saying, listen, agents are telling their clients, do not touch it. Don't go near it. It's the safe bet because you're walking into
It's a very good
line.
point because it's not just a league issue. It is a personal issue.
Absolutely.
Because a lot of these guys have endorsement deals, and Kobe Bryant was a big hero in China.
Yeah.
And I'm sure LeBron is, and Steph Curry, and all of them.
Yeah, I remember when Kawhi Leonard, the former Spur, Raptor, and now Clipper, he went over to China in 2017, and, talking to his camp, they couldn't believe the love that they got over there. So it's a big business between the NBA and China, and that's exactly why right now the fallout is just hurting. That's why teams are saying, listen, we cannot go forward with this. We want to stay away from it. We don't want to comment. And it's kind of interrupting the natural business. When you go to games, the tension is there. Guys don't want to really talk. They don't want nothing to do with the topic of what's going on, thanks to Mr. Daryl Morey.
Are you getting the sense that this is also the message from the NBA and that this is really the NBA talking to agents saying, tell your clients so we don't have to be on the record saying to our players, don't talk about certain things? No,
I think it's all the agents. They're saying to their clients, listen, we don't care what the NBA says. You stay away from it. As essence, evidence was James Harden and Russell Westbrook when they were asked the question and they didn't say anything. They stayed away. To team PR rep, basketball questions only. They do not want China to be the discussion right now.
I don't think they have to be told. Certainly, James Harden.
They're smart enough to know.
They get it.
These are businessmen.
They are businessmen.
What happened to Morey?
Well, and Morey was a general manager.
Never tweet on a Friday night.
Morey.
If you're an NBA general manager, never tweet at all. Don't tweet at all. Stay away from it. And I just think it's really unfair, too. You see social media, the players are taking a big hit. Talking about they're woke on one issue, but when it comes to China, they don't have anything to say. Well, guess what? China's not their home. The United States is their home. They speak on issues that they know about. You can't talk about China. You can't talk about the history. And I thought Steph Curry said it perfectly. We don't know enough about the Chinese history and Hong Kong. We don't know enough about it, so we don't want to comment. But as we gain more knowledge, as we learn about it, then we will comment. They never said they won't. They just said we're staying away from it right now.
I think they know, and I think Harden's points are pretty. This is not like the NFL anthem protests that were player-driven. This is not player-driven.
No.
Name a single player who's come out in favor of the Hong Kong protests. They're not going to. These guys do it. Durant, I think, sells more shoes in China than he does here. They know very well where the dollars are.
And it's unfair because they're getting dragged into something that has something to do with a general manager. It's like, this don't have anything to do with us. And so, you got to kind of side with them a little bit. Stay out of it if you don't know what you're talking about. And I thought Steph Curry had the perfect comment where he said, listen, this is very sensitive. This is a league-wide issue.
I wonder
stay away from
if the person watches Enes Kanter to some extent, who has been very outspoken about Turkey's illiberal movement.
And he can't go home.
And he can't go home.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a player you would assume if he's asked about Hong Kong protests might come out in favor of them, but I'd be hard-pressed to name another. Certainly now.
Yeah, not a lot of players are going to do it. Not now. Again, as they gain more knowledge, as they learn the history of China and Hong Kong and all of it, then I think they'll be more equipped to answer those questions. But right now, I don't blame the agents telling their players. I don't blame league executives staying away from it. I don't even want to touch it. But at the same time, it has to be discussed. But I think what the agents are doing is smart, it's business, and at the end of the day, everybody has to make money. We all want to make money, and we don't want to lose it. And that's why the agents are telling their clients, listen, stay away from it.
Jabari, welcome to CNBC, by the way.
Thank you.
That's fantastic. If you pump up the enthusiasm a little, you'll be fine.
You think I need to rise a little bit?